According to the Anxiety and Depression Association of America, about 36% of those suffering from an anxiety disorder reported experiencing symptoms for 10 years or more before seeking treatment. There are many reasons why someone with anxiety disorder would not seek treatment, including embarrassment, inconvenience, financial constraints, or lack of time. For those who suffer recurring panic attacks, delaying treatment can lead to avoidance of common social activities, increased anxiety, and an overall decreased quality of life. We want to provide these people with a wearable device connected to a smartphone app to help them learn to manage panic attacks on their own.
So we implemented our solution through various discrete small sensors. We utilize Arduino LilyPad, a IMU, a heart rate ECG sensor, a respiration rate band made of conductive wire, and in addition to that, we also have a galvanic skin response, which detection, which measures the nervous sweating that can occur prior to a panic attack. There are very common markers that can indicate that you are about to experience some kind of panic attack. What happens is there are elevated rates. This data is very hard to come by, as it's difficult to detect panic attacks in a mobile environment. But the way that we've implemented this, we would say that we can detect stress, and we are working towards full panic detection, but we do not have the experience needed to conduct that test.
A critical feature of our project is an Android application in which we take Bluetooth low energy data from a microcontroller, we graph it, and we allow the user to review it and take a look at it, maybe mark some of the data so that they can take a look at critical points in the day in order to see if there are any specific trends related to their panic attacks. Now, like Mackenzie said, we originally had the plan to actually detect panic attacks, but we realized that that is very far out of the scope of what we can do in a semester. And so instead we have built the framework into which that detection algorithm could be built. The final portion is firmware that we've uploaded onto a microcontroller. The microcontroller is a LilyPad assembly Bluetooth low energy device, and what it does is it inputs data from the sensors. It marks that data, flags it so we can tell what kind of data it is, and then sends it out via Bluetooth low energy to the phone.
So, with this discrete wearable device, people are more inclined to collect sensor data for long periods of time while going about their daily activities and reviewing sensor data as frequently as desired with the smartphone app. Thank you.
And it goes under the shirt. We just wanted it to show y'all how discreet it actually is.
It's
Suicide.
supposed to go under the shirt, but
Goes
I
under
wanted
the
to show
shirt.
you what it looks like.
I don't think you're getting through TSA with that.
Yeah, that's what, no, you're not. No, you're not.
It's a problem for the future.
Okay. Question for you.
Yes.
Would this work to detect like a seizure coming on, an epileptic seizure?
It's possible, but there is actually a new, very effective device on the market by Empatica
Really?
that helps people with seizures, epilepsy, even children who have seizures have worn it, and it contacts their parents whenever something is detected.
I got a question for you. I'm looking at the worn underclothing equipped with sensors and vibrating motors.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, you'd really have to be a person that's really subjected to a lot of panic attacks to want to wear that if you're going to have that kind of hardware on you basically every day. So, how much discomfort or comfort is going to be associated with this device?
While I've worn it, I found it very comfortable. There are other fitness trackers that are worn in exactly the same way, such as the what was it called?
The polar heart rate sensors that
monitor.
you wear when you work out. It's
Those-
really
those are
it's a
short-term-
cost
those are
benefit
short-term
analysis.
Solutions.
Yes.
Most people are willing to put up with it for an hour, but to wear it all day is
And with the prototype, all of these boards were pre-made. We can, in the future, reduce all of this to a smaller form factor, a very simple, small strap that works just like the polar heart rate monitor.
Okay, so it'd be
which-
something that you'd have to wear every day, though, right? That would be something that's
It's
recommended
more-
to wear for.
It would be for someone who is aware that they are having panic attacks, but needs that extra help to manage it. So breathing exercises are a key tool in fighting a panic attack. So if they're in a situation where they know they could possibly have one, say they have a big meeting or they're about to go onto the train and go to work, where maybe before they were wearing it, they were less likely to take the train, so they might skip work. Or so this is kind of a helping hand to get them through a situation.
So does it come with a bottle of Xanax too?
I was going to ask you.
I mean, that would be the fastest way probably, but you know.
Could you wear it as a belt? Could it be
Uh,
incorporated into a belt?
It has to have heart
It
rate.
really is a belt that goes around the
Would it work
For
on
the
waist, or do you have to-
respiration,
at
Yeah.
the waist.
Okay.
It has to have a heart rate.
it's something to investigate. I'm sure with more studies you
Yeah.
could.
It's a possibility.
Guys, this is really interesting.
Cool.
We're unfortunately out of time, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.